Developers note for August 2025 are here, and it looks like we are getting a lot of good stuff in September, which is still, hey, pretty close. They are actually giving us most of the quality of life we've been asking for from the Chinese server. Fantastic. We are getting also the TLDR here, right? The rapid skin bolting, I'm not a fan. I don't like any of the ones they've shown. And then a few more things. That said, let's actually go over all of this. As you can see, a lot of things to go through, okay? A lot of things to go through. So we'll tackle everything. Before we start, as usual, hello there, welcome back to the Waifus. I'm Sefhi, your favorite gambling addict, and today's topic is going to be the developer's note for August 2025. I'm going to be skipping the introduction as usual because I don't care about a sweet talk from the developer. Okay, what can I say? And of course, everything here is rolling out in September, or that's what they are saying, if there is no delays. So let's talk about what we are getting. The first thing is a one-tap limit break and core enhancement. So if you have multiple dupes and you have been saving them, with one button you will be able to limit break 5 times in a row if you have that many dupes, of course, right? If you have that many dupes. The second thing we are getting is a one-tap research in recycling room. That is so good. That is so good. I am so tired of going into the recycling room or having to go here manufacturer by manufacturer and having to click here out or one by one and doing that. The one button for that, love you, shift up, thank you. Appreciate that, sir, appreciate that. The next thing is another one tap, but it's for claiming the ARC ranking rewards. Now, I assume these are right here. I never claimed them specifically because I haven't claimed this in months. In months, because I just don't care. I don't want to be going into one by one. By the way, my museum ranking, no one is bothering with this. How is your ranking looking for these guys? Are people actually trying or not? Small incision in there. But yeah, I don't claim this because it's like it takes too long. I don't care. I don't want to be clicking. I'm tired of games doing fucking clicking simulators. Sefhi, you only play auto battlers. I do. I know the hypocrisy right here. That's it. A good quality of life change. The next thing we're getting, the Triumph Tower Auto Challenge feature, aka you'll have a small button like the Chinese server that will allow you to progress automatically in the tower. If you, let's say, have, 50 levels you want to go through because you are above the recommended level, but you're just too lazy to do it, you can go do your laundry, clean up your house, be a good goblin, right? And clean up your mess, and then just leave that progressing automatically in the background. Pretty nice, I will say that's pretty good. The next thing we're getting is simulation roof improvements. These are also from the Chinese server. Basically, the TLDR is that they are reducing or lowering the required conditions for buff change levels and also introducing UI improvements. So again, this is just, for the most part, everything on the Chinese version we were complaining about is finally coming here. So we won, right? We won on a few things. It's still a really good patch. The next thing we are getting from the Chinese server, it's also the Synchro device. So I don't want to go to the Synchro. Let's go to the Synchro. So the Synchro device is going to be changed. We're getting 10 or 20 slots for free without having to do anything. You're going to be getting 20 slots for free, I believe it is, which is really good. And also removing characters is not gonna have a 4-hour cooldown. Also, I'm pretty sure they're introducing the new system where resetting character levels for new players does not cost 10 gems, which is retarded, right? But yeah, no more cooldown here. You can add the characters as you wish. The slots, we're gonna be getting 20 for free, which is pretty nice, honestly. And most of these things, which were from the CN server, it's really good quality of life that for the most part is great for newer players as well. A lot of the established players already, they want players, don't care that much about this. And it's like, bro, don't you understand that new players getting quality of life, making their life easier, means we can get more players into the community, instead of making their life harder and just making it impossible for them to catch up or to join us or to understand what's going on. Like, it's good that new players get quality of life. I don't understand when people are always against these things and are like, oh, I don't care about it because it doesn't affect me. It's like, bro, shut up, please, shut up, okay? Next, weapon tutorial enhancements. I'm gonna be honest, I don't really care about this. It's nice that they are actually introducing some new tutorials and enhancing this and adding some videos. I just don't care too much. Now, the important one, late September update. We are finally getting the 100% molds. Now, I will make a separate video to explain how these new molds work. I will re-download the Chinese version to show it to you guys. But what I will say, okay, TLDR, and I'll make a separate video on this, start saving your body labels. Do not use them. Wait for the new molds. I've been for the last 3 months buying Pilgrim consoles because I was tired of mods. It's like, I don't care about these mods. I cannot get anything that I can really use. I have every character in the game, right? So for me it's useless, and I'm gonna get a fucking Belorta. But now you can actually guarantee characters, you can actually guarantee upgrades. So I will say start saving this because the quality mods here will be replaced by the new type of contracts. And again, we'll talk about this when the system drops, and I'll make a video next week talking about these access records, like they are calling them in here, as you guys can see. The battles might be too small, by the way. I hope you guys can read. If not, it's fine. I'm just talking through it, so it's fine. The next thing they're talking about a little bit here is that they will be, of course, distributing rewards. So let's say you have cleared 5 towers up to level 500, you're gonna get in the mail rewards based on the 500 floors you have cleared. This is fantastic. This is not good for me, who I have not done my towers in literally a year, probably more. I'm like level 360 on all of them, at least or even less. So this is good for all players because you're gonna be getting free characters the day this patch drops. Even if you are super unlucky, you are still guaranteed to get one every few molds you fail. So really good, zero complaints on this. I don't see how anyone could actually complain about this, right? Fantastic, really good update. The next thing that they're talking about, of course, is the information for co-op character selection. Basically, this is just to show on co-op what characters are strong against this boss, just the element, because sometimes people don't understand this or they are just trolling. I still think this doesn't fix the core issues of co-op, which is trolls, which is people just fucking up and people going into challenge or AFKs or cheaters. Like, there is so many issues with co-op. I don't think this is something that serves 4 paragraphs in this patch notes, but still, we'll take it. This is a small improvement. The next thing we're getting, and this is a good one that I've been asking personally for literally at least 2 years, it's a lock system. We finally will be able to take things like this and have a lock on it, so you cannot use it. You cannot click this use button, right? I'm gonna stop clicking before I fuck it up. So same for this thing. This is like a small box that you could get on the fishing event. I wanna save this as a memento. So all of these items, you will be able to lock them and not use them on accident. Really good update. It's more quality of life that is great for games that have items like this. Because your Mika Rock on your inventory looks nice. If you open it, you get a gift. It's useless, right? So there is more value on locking those items. Good quality of life, zero complaints. Now, the Rappy Red Hood costume design bolting. I'm gonna be 100% honest here. And I will sound like a hater, I don't like any of them. So if I open this here, oh my god, I cannot even open it, there we go. So there is a few of them, as you can see. One is Red Hood outfit, which is like the lowest possible effort they could be making. The second is Commander's shirt. That's a nice one, but that is literally Babu, the Babu skin, but instead of an oversized shirt, which was also Commander's shirt, is now his jacket, which is a nice one. And then the other one is like a casual Rappy or a sleepover Rappy, whatever that is. I feel they are all pretty fucking lazy. I assume they will look so much better in game when we get them a preview, right? But in contrast to this, I'm just saying, okay? I am just saying. So don't really like them, but we'll see what we're doing. This is gonna be tomorrow when we can start voting, and also they are gonna be giving this mid-October. So again, personally not a fan of what it's on this preview, but maybe we get other options to actually vote for. I will see. Now, the important part, Surface content development progress. We can finally talk about Surface a little bit. So, I'm still not sure if we'll be able to like actually farm this or not. That is like my biggest hope, that we can actually just farm. With that in mind, we kindly ask for your understanding that we need more time to develop this content. Oh my god. Are we getting another delay for this? So, we've introduced the range concept for both Raptors and Nikkes, implemented bullet impermeable mechanics based on the terrain and structures, and added range increasing skills to some Nikke surface skill. With those improvements, we aim to make the logic of surface battle more engaging. Okay, I know there is a video right now. There we go. There's a couple more things we can check in here. Currently, we're separating the control experience of the main combat and the supporting squads in line. Okay, so you can just bring multiple squads, as you can see right here. It does look pretty nice. There is still too many questions to have on this game mode, right? We are aiming to release this content in October, so before the 3rd anniversary, they plan on releasing this content. Okay, with the remaining time we have now, we'll do our best to ensure the highest level of quality and bring you a unique kind of fun. Alright, I'm looking forward to this game mode. I just hope it's not just something you do once every 2 weeks, because they're talking so much about having fun and using your characters and doing this and doing that, but if it's another game mode that you do every 2 weeks and never again. It's like, what the fuck are we doing here, right? So far, every single game of the NIKKE has been that way, be it overclock, be it your raids, be it everything else. So I'm praying this is gonna be something we can play a little bit more consistently to have fun. We'll see. Other information is we're getting a bunny girl costume rerun in September. This means most likely the next event, of course, as we can see thanks to Exia, right? It's going to be a bunny event. I am not sure what new characters could be getting a bunny outfit. So let me know which ones you guys are interested in seeing on a bunny outfit. I'm gonna be honest, the bunny Exia skin is quite peak. Quite big. She looks so fucking good, bro. I will probably gonna be buying that one. And then lastly, of course, right, they just talk a little bit about the ending words and how much they love all of the players. I talked about it. And then we have a small video on the surface. So let me see. The squads are just fighting and chilling here a little bit, right? It looks like you don't need to be building or to be bringing in full squads because we have Mattis with Pepper and Helm, I believe that is. And then you have counters with Cindy, and then on the top, I don't know who is on the top. Oh, it's just a goddess squad, right? Pretty sure, yeah. So there is multiple squads. Oh, there's actually mechanics on the bosses. Okay, this is pretty fun. Now, again, we go back into the same thing. How much can we play this? How much can... Oh, rip fucking goddess squad, rip Scarlet. We don't know how much we'll be able to play this. We don't know how this is going to work, what type of rewards you can get, if there are rewards. I'm curious about that more than anything else, because if it's a game mode that doesn't provide anything, it's just a mini game, like let's say everything on the arcade, no one is gonna play it. You're gonna play for like a few days and then forget about it. So I'm curious about the rewards and the frequency you can play this surface game mode. That said, that's everything for these developer notes that they just published. Honestly, really good developers notes, zero complaints, a lot of quality of life coming next month. Finally, the free Rappi skin boat. Not a fan of anything they shown, but we'll see tomorrow. All that japping aside, as usual, we are live every single day. Love you all bastards. Good luck with your pool dinner rates. I'll see you on the next one.